Bonjour. Hello. We're on YouTube as well. I should do the. Hi guys, today we're going to do some shell. Yeah, I'm glad I did that. Yeah, today we're going to finish this. We're going to get all this done. First, I'm doing these parts here for the inside of the shell. It's going to give it a load of stability, and then we're going all the way down to the bottom half as well. And yep, that's basically it. We're going to do that. I'm honestly not too sure whether I should, like, in which direction I should go, because I have the shell's a little bit smaller than this, because as I've complained about in separate streams, is I printed all these bits out and all these lovely little extra bits in between, which obviously fill out the shell, like, volume, were missing. So it was that much smaller that I think I missed out this one. Like, that's not a part of my shell anymore. That's like a whole chunk of it on both sides is missing. I just threw the piece out that I cut out because it didn't fit. So I'm worried that if I go from the top here, then it's going to be a bit high up and not cover the bottom properly. And then if I go from, like, the bottom, is it going to be too low? And I'm wondering what's worse. I think probably, like, I'll go from the top, because then I can just, like, I can adjust it on the fly, really. And then, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the... And look at that, I've already cut out the the piece we're going to use today. I've got paint on the tape. That's definitely not going to affect me negatively in the future. Okay. Every time I sit down to do this, I start sweating. It's fucking boiling. Why is it boiling? Like, I don't get it. It's not even warm outside. It's just, you know, I'm on the top floor. Heat rising. Thin roof. I'm assuming that's the explanation anyway. Anyway, other than that, I hope we're all okay. And, you know... Okay. First piece. Now, I'm wondering whether to go straight ahead and add the third piece as well or not. I think maybe not for now, because this will want flipping. I'm gonna see if I can get it to go all in one. So if we start there, it's not. I can tell immediately that it's not. Yep, too small. Right. Let's see if I can get it in one direction on this. Oh, that's so close. No. Oh, how annoying. Oh well. I'm sure I'll be able to use that for other parts of this very build. I wonder. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll put the other one directly next to it as well. Oh, sugary. Sugary sugars. I'm a bit close to the edge there. I've missed the very, very corner of the top, but it should be okay. Because it's not exactly going to be the most looked at part of the shell, because it'll be behind my head, right at the top, and I'll probably have a bandana over it, I would imagine. There we go. I don't know if anyone can hear that in the background, but all I can hear is my 3D printer is on the go again, which is nice. And it's busy printing a Mark 7 Halo Infinite boot. And as it's going up and around, it's going... I really like it, it's cute. It's singing a song, which is adorable, no less. Right, yeah, I'm just going to cut these out and get them straight on, because I would very much like to solidify the shell as soon as possible. And this outer line being the part that is going to make contact with the upper shell on the inside, I'm giving it a fairly hefty angle cut. Whew. So it makes contact fully with the other side, and then we get like a nice and solid connection. Whoop. And I've just sliced a piece of skin off the corner of my desk, off the edge. That's impressive. That's going to sting for a while. Right, one. Now, once again, let's see if we can angle cut significantly all the way down. Excellent. Is anyone watching Marvel movies at the moment? I decided to eat my one meal of the day a bit earlier, and I whacked on that like Captain America versus Red Hulk, whatever the film's actually called. I have no idea, I forget. They're Harrisoning, and it's one of a number of these new Marvel movies that I've not been able to get past 20 minutes of before just having to turn it off because it was so shit. I just can't. I don't get it. Like, I don't. It's clearly not for me. Clearly. And I haven't got the glue gun on over, so that frees me up to rant about Marvel movies for a little bit, so come on in. What's this? Why is this? What is this? That's wrong. Am I on the wrong? I'm on the wrong chat, I think. Let me see. Are we connecting? There we go. It's a good job no one's here because I wouldn't have been able to talk to you. But yeah, I got I was watching Anthony Mackie, I believe that's his name, was the Falcon, now's Captain America. Do like fight scenes and stuff. And I was just fully not present with it at all. Like all the fights in the other films were a lot more interesting. They were a lot more kinetic and stuff was happening. And in this one it was just sort of like, I don't know if I'm just desensitized to all the fighting in the movies, but I found myself sort of skipping through it. I don't know what it is I'm looking for. Like, why am I skipping it? To get to what? The talking. Like, no, I don't want to hear him talk either, because that's annoying me. And I'm just, like, watching it thinking, like, well, why am I here? What's this for? And why is it, like, if I'm done with superhero or action movies, why is it that like Deadpool Wolverine held my attention fully, and like, you know, other properties like the Batman and you know, more recent stuff going on. Like, what is it with the Marvel movies that's gone so bad? Like, is it slashed budgets? They're not hiring the same, like, really expensive but very good fight choreographers or whatever. They've certainly fired all their script writers. They're like, the whole thing's just sort of, it's like a chore to get through now, whereas it never was. It was never like, you know, annoying. I never found it annoying to watch, but now I do. And that's a shame. That's a shame. I was never a big Marvel comic guy. I was much more a DC guy, but I've very thoroughly enjoyed all the movies from like Iron Man onwards. Up to Endgame. And then I also liked the run of Spider-Man movies that they put together. The Tom Holland ones were good, but like mainly because that third one, the crossover, was absolutely brilliant. I like Andrew Garfield. His Spider-Man movies weren't the best, but I like him. He's a nice guy. But yeah, every movie, Marvel movie, and then I tried to watch, like, you know, the ones that followed Endgame, like WandaVision, and like I watched She-Hulk, and I tried, and like WandaVision wasn't terrible, but it wasn't that great either. And I think I watched it just to see, just so I knew what happened, anticipating like a decent movie turning up, and then I'd have to know what happened. And then, as it turned out, there wasn't one. I think the Doctor Strange movie was supposed to be like the conclusion to that arc. That whole, like, I'm going mental, so I've made my own town thing. And that wasn't good either. And if you disagree with me, it's your own fault for not being here to put me right. And, you know, if you come on to comment later on, you missed your chance to correct me in real time. More fool you. Oh, will this go on? God damn it. Will it? No, hang on. Nope. No. No. Worm burr. I'm going to have to put the fan on in a minute. I'm getting absolutely, like, I can feel my perspiration coming to the surface of my skin, ready to pour, which is fantastic. So that's going to be this side, that's going to be that side. So I'm going to, like, because I'm waiting for the glue gun, I've just decided to start, you know, adding this on. Yeah. And I believe, is it that's the bit that's meeting the shell, the front part, so it's along here needs the, yeah, this needs the angle cut because this is going to be on the back shell. There we go. And this one's a slightly angled cut, but not as much, like nowhere near. Yeah, we'll keep that. No, this fine. This fine. I can still hear the printer singing. It's so cool. Right, I can start this now. Let's do the same again on this side, and we'll attach it all and then we'll pop it on the actual shell. So, right, long end, harsh angle cut. Short end, slight. I love that. Right. Yes, I'll have to do a little bit of chopping, I think, to line up bits, but I think it's about bang on. There we go. Need to take a little bit out of there, otherwise it'll catch my eye forever. And then later on, when I'm actually wearing the suit is going to be what catches on this inner part, so it's sort of important to a degree. Right. go. Right. While that solidifying process carries on, I'll get the shell. Here he is. Oh, that's the inner sanctum of the shell. I think we're just going to have to balance it. And I believe we'll find the middle about there. It's not enough of an angle. It's not going to work. And we've got all that right. I'm going to have to go about chopping all the bits out. Oh no! Oh god! Oh, what a nightmare! I don't want to. No, fuck it. I'm gonna come at it from a piece at a time and just do it like that, because I'm not like messing around doing all like, ugh. Yeah, nightmare. Right, web. Okay, let's find the middle of this middle one. I would say it's about there, a little bit further over. It's such a shame, but I'm not arguing with it. I don't care. I'm finished arguing with this shell. I'm at a point now where I just want it done because I just want to wear it. I don't I've stopped caring what it looks like, which is nuts. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. I've had to strap since I changed the pipe on it, the pipe's a bit shorter, so it's making the wires that run to the nozzle like run over where the how to describe it. There's some wheels that train it up and down when it moves, and the pipe and wires are now running across the left hand side wheel bit, the like pipe and everything, and it caused a 30-hour print to shift to the left by like a centimetre the other day, which fully ruined the print. And then ever since then, for some reason, I couldn't get the file to save when I was slicing it to the right format to make it actually a print file rather than just an STL file. Because for those new to or not familiar with 3D printing, you get an STL file, which is the format that a print software can read, but not a printer. So when 3D print buffs, more buff than myself, will refer to slicing, you expect them to be like you know, but it's not. It's not cutting up a model or anything. Slicing turns the STL into a readable format for the printer. Whilst slicing in Idea Maker, which is what I use, it then attempts to save the file, and every time it did that, it would crash Idea Maker. Like, it would slice it successfully, then it would do something else. I always forget what the next process is, and then the final thing is saving print file, and it would just go and just stick. Fantastic. And so I have to reply to you later. So yeah, I end up like I had to restart the process like 6 times. I couldn't do anything about it. So it was a nightmare. And I thought, I'm never going to get this Halo commission done, because that's what it is. Eventually an entire suit I'm going to be doing for him. And it's not working. I'm freaking out. And this was only day before yesterday. I spent all day yesterday just trying to get the bloody file to slice. And it wouldn't. And I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And I buried my head in this shell. That's what I did. That's how I fixed it. I ignored it. It sounds silly, but that's my way of doing it. Like, ignore it, get on with something else productive, which is what I did, and I ended up finishing this shell yesterday and using the last of the foam clay to do the shoulder muscle for the actual suit. So I got up this morning thinking, right, you know, let's do this that we're doing right now. Let's finish this off. And then it suddenly occurred to me, like, why don't I fully wipe all the profiles off Idea Maker again and just try a different one? And I did. And it's working. And I think, like, me and Mr. Wizard had tried our best to, like, fix the profile that I was using, but I think the profile was fundamentally flawed in itself. So us trying to fix it made it worse, and it actually broke it to a point where it wouldn't slice a file. Like, it just wouldn't. Like, there was no reasoning with it. It would just, like, die immediately. And so I wiped the slate clean. The other thing that happened as well was when I did manage to slice one file, it reckoned it was going to be a 92-hour print. So I set it off anyway, thinking, like, you know, I'm a bit skeptical about that, like. And then it was a 92-hour print, and it failed almost immediately. And I was like, shit, oh, for God's sake, right, this can't be right, because Mr. Wizard's settings were intuitive. They would work. You know, in theory, they definitely should have worked. So why the hell is it a 92-hour print? Why the hell is it failing in a strange way that doesn't actually make sense, and it doesn't have anything to do with the settings or anything? It was just like, like that. After a while, like, it just got tired of doing it and said, oh, I don't want to do it today. I'll do it tomorrow. And then why, after that, would it not let me load a file and slice it? None of these questions got answered because I just wiped it clean of any profiles and loaded up Metalhead. There's a dude called Metalhead that makes profiles for Idea Maker, and I honestly didn't rate him very highly. It wasn't the best for you know, settings I prefer and the way I like to print things, which is to have them work. Yeah, I tried a couple of his profiles before and they didn't work at all. But then I reminded myself, wait, that was when you were trying to print with ABS. Try one of his PLA profiles. PLA being the easiest plastic to print with. So I did, and it's working, and it's coming out well. So, hooray! I'm sure there's a way to have told you all that, like, a lot quicker. But I didn't. You have some paint chips on your door. Small reference there for anyone out there that remembers the 90s and or 70s, if you know what I mean. Oh dear. Right, okay, here we go. Oh god, I don't think this is going to work. There's like an angle off the edge of the of this one little edge plate here, and oh no, I've managed. All you need to do is hold it still for the amount of time it requires, and then we're okay. Oh no, 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 he slipped. Oh no, 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 no. Okay. Round two. Sticky fingers. I really hope you can hear that. If anyone's actually watching, let me know if you can hear the printer singing in the background. It's going I don't know if anybody's ever played Stray. It sounds like one of the robots out of Stray when they're talking and they're like... That's so cool. Anyway, what else to talk about? I don't know. I have no idea. Is it Thursday today? It is Thursday, isn't it? Okie dokie. Yep. Shit. I keep seeing a flicker in the corner of my eye and I keep thinking someone's chatting and no one is. It says there's one person watching, but I guarantee that's Stream Elements spying on me. Dun, 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 dun. So yeah. Oh my god, right. Okay, let's see if I can bring this in a little bit. Yeah. I just watched a get together for the 35th anniversary of the Ninja Turtles movie, the original. They always seem to get together on like a Zoom call. Like the original suit actors from all the first film, and some of them went on to do the second one as well. And the original Shredder from the first film, and Kevin Clash, who was Splinter, and Elmo. And they didn't have Brian Henson this time. That's a shame. Brian Henson, of course, son of Jim, creator of the Muppets and, you know, Dark Crystal Labyrinth. I believe he had a hell of a lot to do with the Neverending Story as well at the time, and all the Muppets movies, obviously, and Muppet TV show, and the creation of Sesame Street. And, as it happens, he was still head of the Creature Workshop when they were making the original Ninja Turtles. And he left the production in charge. Not in charge. What are my words? He left the production in the care of Brian, his son, who later went on to make Farscape, which was one of my favourite sci-fi TV shows. And yeah. Brian doesn't get a hell of a lot of credit for the work he does because his dad was Jim Henson, you know. I'm sure he's not bothered because he's had a very long and successful career over the last 35 years, you know, or longer, because he was like head of the workshop when they were doing Labyrinth and what have you. His name's on the credits, and yeah, he does very well for himself. But yeah, they had all them there for like a little get together, and I was watching it, and don't know, it just made me want to do this. There we go. It's on. You can just about see it because I can't really get it onto the table for you to see. We have the rim, the shell rim. Right, I don't know whether to go from the bottom and meet in the middle there, like, and then do these bits maybe. Or to do, I think no, that's silly. I'll just get on and do it properly. I'll do it from the top. We'll get the piece we need, and oh, I believe that's the bottom, isn't it? No, it's not. No, it's not. What is that? Excellent, excellent work by myself. Is that the top? Have I just reprinted the wrong... Oh no, it's the under part. That's an under part for, like, round the side, okay. That's the bottom bit, so we're going to need that anyway, but all these are useless. There we go, that's the one we're after. And then that is clearly a middle part as well. So another bit in there. There is another middle part. Fantastic. Fan-bloody-tastic. Yeah. Right. Get me cup, which I managed to ping under the flipping chair. Right. This bit first. Right. I'm not bothered about this little notch because the way that I've put the outer shell part that it's connecting to together has eliminated the need to have that notch, so we're not. We're just not. Let's stick that bit together, because we are doing some things properly. Not just winging the whole thing. That's it. Now I'm going to cut out the bit that goes underneath it. I don't think I'm sticking them together or anything. I don't. No, I won't. No, I just said no. Never say no again, mate. No. Once again, missing the notch, so we have a nice straight edge on it, because again that's what we've done on the other side. Does it fit nicely together? It does. Oh, but that means I'd have to, yeah, I'd have to cut off a new piece if I did that. Plus it'd be a nightmare to stick on, so no, I'm going to resist the urge. Because that way we can just crack on and get 2 of these done quite easily, and there might be space for 1 of them if we're strategic. Let's see. There definitely won't be. Like, absolutely not. Oh no, hang on. Hang on a minute. I wonder. Oh, that's so close, maybe. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I'll do one side at a time then, why not? Maximise the space that's used, because otherwise there'd be a big chunk in the middle that would be missing. And I don't think anything that I've got left to do would actually like suit that space, so why not just do this? There we go. Flip it over so we don't forget. Oh no, it won't fit. Oh no. Oh no. You know what? I'm taking it. We're having it. We've done a tiny bit of crossover there, but I don't care. Now, I am most likely not going to cut anything off the bottom here. Not very much anyway. Because it's so very close to the edge. But it does need that curve there. Because that attaches to the shell. Now, hang on a moment. A moment. Right, we want a slight, ever so slight angle on the top. Because this is the top. But like the rest of it, we need a real harsh angle on this. Oh, that might save us on that, because that needs that's the angle. Oh, I'm so clever. Yes, this needs a slight angle. Only slight. It's still singing. It's so good. Right, this is a straight cut as well, I think. Did I do that for that? Yes, I did. Oh, managed. Lovely. 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 I wonder if that was enough of an angle. I'm not sure it was, you know. How is it more of an angle than... Oh well. I'll shut up then. Right. Let's get these glued together. Despite, you know, prophecies of a nightmare of it sticking together on the thing itself, but I'm nothing if no one that likes challenge. Nothing if no one. Nothing if not a challenge. It doesn't make any sense what I just said. I like things to be difficult sometimes, is what I'm trying to say in some sort of lyrical fashion. Which, you are correct, makes me an idiot. But I am a useful idiot. I could make you a shelf. I mean, hell, I could make you a Ninja Turtle costume. If you paid me a lot of money for it. Right, you bastard. So that's another thing. If I get bored of this, I could turn it into a Bowser cosplay. Right, I'm going to glue it to the shell itself first, along these lines. Not too much glue, but I'm spreading it as far as flat as I can. Ah! Whoops. Oh my god, sit on something, will you? Jesus Christ. Stop bending! Oh my god, stop! Stop! Oh, Jesus. Oh. Mary Joseph. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to have a bath after this. I've like started really sweating there. Jesus. Take the wheel. Take it. Take it right away from me. Right. Like, I'm actually sweating now. Like. Oh, God. Right, I'm going to get the rest of this part glued on, and then I think I'm just going to leave it for a bit because I'm like starting to really stress myself out. And I need to go like bath or something. I don't know why I'm saying or something. I only have a bath. Stop being stupid. What's going on here? Oh God. What the hell is that? Oh, there was sort of a grease to the... Oh, it was weird. The hot glue was greasy as well as sticky. Not a fan. Not a fan of that. Right. There we go. Oh God. Oh, it's sticky and greasy still. That. Oh my God, what the hell's wrong? Why is it doing this? Oh God. Oh God. Whew. Okay. Whew. It's not least part of the reason why I feel like I need a shower now. Okay. Right, I've just got to try and get this to... Just gonna try and get it to behave for a minute or so. Yeah, I'll glue this last little bit on as well, just to... It'll give it some stability while I bath and what have you, and then I'll come back and chop some fresh foam off the roll. Oh, come on. Oh God, no. Right. Oh, that'll need re-gluing anyway, but okay. 2 glue sticks left. I reckon we can do this with 2 glue sticks. Oh yes. Oh. Okay, so that's what we're looking at so far on this side. Oh, it's starting to hold the shape as well. That's cool. Very exciting. Right, I'm going to go clean myself. And then I'm coming straight back on. So, no, I'll do a separate stream. I'm not going to leave it on. And I was seriously debating leaving it on Be Right Back there, which would have been... bit disingenuous, wouldn't it? But Anyway, yeah, thank you for watching, and thank you those that watch this back later on. That genuinely means a lot to me, so thank you. And I'll see you in an hour or so, or 2 or 3. We'll say 2. Bye bye.